FIFA Young Player Award is up next. You have to be born on or after the 1st of January 2005. We're looking at Pau Kubasi, the centre-half Thierry Henry focused on before the game. It looks like he's going to receive the award. What a player. We've got our hands on him.
Well, it's been förvandling att ge Xavi Hernandez a lot of credit also. Because he trusted him right from the start, trusted him in right from the start, and those guys are proven to be what he thought they were going to be. And this kid is a world champion. You know, but it's still a kid at the end of the day. He probably has my age. Wanted to give him a lot of credit. He's so calm. He does a lot the right way. He's going to be warm up. He has a lot to do to get this trophy, but I give everyone he deserves it.
Zlatan in that position as well on the field at centre-half. 19 years of age. What can you say about this player?
I mean, he's a world champion. What more is there to say? He had an amazing tournament. They had an amazing season also with Barcelona. They played the way they play in Barcelona. They played the way they play in Spain. The best defense in the tournament. Obviously, he's not alone. But he had a big impact. And today he was outstanding. And this is what he got the prize for. So, best young player in the tournament. And we did today because of the whole tournament. So congrats to him. Great future.
It's a sort of the faith that they have in these players, regardless of what age. If you're good enough, you're good enough. Doesn't matter how old you are, and if you're grown up in the system, you understand. They'll put you in. They'll start you in World Cup.
Unai Simon, Adidas Golden Glove winner, best goalkeeper at the tournament. He also has the most clean sheets. What a performance from him and from the players across the legs.
I mean, sometimes goalkeepers don't get the attention that they deserve. They say, oh, you're not facing enough shots, you're not saving the ones that you should save. The mental fortitude that it takes, especially when your team has a lot of possession, to be ready to make that save, and maybe it's a one or two saves. Don't for a second think that is not quality, that is not important. So
It's interesting, Thierry, because there was a discussion before the World Cup about which one should start.
Le coach en serait straight away. Vous avez maximum good first. That's right. He did a good straight away.
How about this, Zlatan Rodri, best player of the tournament, Adidas Golden Ball.
This well deserved. We talk about this. I enjoy him every time he's on the pitch. He plays a fantastic game. He's a genius that always takes the right decision. Today he changed him, but Thierry had a point there. When they went one guy out, they didn't need him anymore on the pitch. Because they didn't need a defensive player when he defends. And today was all about the attack, so well deserved. I enjoy this guy. He's a Ballon d'Or winner also, and now he's the best player in the world.
That's my third example of don't give up. He had a rough season, the expressions, people thought he couldn't be, the Brian was going to be, he looked slow, City are not the same, he's not the same, and that's the answer. You need the moment in a tournament where we talk so much about the stars, and rightfully so. While he's a star, it's a different type of star, and so I'm glad that he's being recognized, because a lot of the stuff that he does sometimes can go unseen, but it is so valuable, and I think the world recognizes how valuable.
All set, hasn't he? World Cup, European Championship, Champions League, Premier League, got more, got World Cup. All injury. Here we go. Lionel Messi. Alexi Lima has Argentina as runners-up at this tournament.
In this moment, he's a champion. Champions want to win everything he had. He's disappointed, but my goodness, I think we can very quickly turn into how important he is, how iconic he is, and how amazing he is, regardless of what the score was today. Very short and close for me to do it. And look at what the Mets doing. If you ever have any doubt that these guys still have some fire in his belly, look at it. Look at what it means. Everybody's laughing because you're looking at it, and this is what it means to he won already. Well, everything. And look at the game. Look at the passion, the desire, the love that he has for his country, and how much he puts into it. And we have to give him that credit to this company. Because when he arrived in the national team, he didn't look like he was going to be that way. And they did it all together with their fans. They came short today, but thank you once again, and they know, I don't know what to say anymore about the guy. You know, he came short. Yes, let's just listen to this.
A moment in history as he takes the loss from the crowd. Let's take you back to John Scotland's Stu Alderson, elected for the club.
Back in the frightening phase in just that Spain won the World Cup with trailing at any point, while only conceding one goal. While already being the European champions, really the frightening thing is the fact that Spain were already world champions. Columbus won Sydney 3 years ago as their win, won the World Cup. And now they're back and won the World Cup. Something like that has never happened before. What sort of odds would you put them winning the Euros in 2 years' time in Spain? How would you explain this country and what they have been able to build something with this team, but different everything?
Spain is not just a game, it's a way of life. They live it, they breathe it, and clearly they play it in just such a beautiful way. It's fun to watch, it's a joy to watch. We should all enjoy this type of football. And hearing Zlatan and Thierry Alexis talk about it, the best team won. The best team come out the tournament. I don't think we'll ever see a scenario again where just one little game, 7 clean sheets. The best defense is a good offense, and once they keep the ball, they break you. But then as soon as you get the ball, they win back within just a couple of seconds. It's a commitment. Every single player to a man is so comfortable with the ball at their feet. They have 19-year-olds that look like 35-year-olds. They don't know off by the moment. And even in a day where we talk so often about stars, this is just the best example of a team. It's a team sport, and the best team won, and the best team showed it throughout this entire tournament. It's incredible what they do.
So Ferran Torres a moment ago, he adds his name to the list of players to score the winning goal in a World Cup final alongside Andres Iniesta. After Spain won the World Cup in 2010, they took advantage of a red card for the opponent, and they won by a 1-0 scoreline in extra time. And yet so many players have made plays. Mikel Merino coming off the bench to score. Eric Eden goals during the tournament. I don't think Torres
But he's a World Cup winner. On his Hayward, he wasn't the star. But he understands what his role and what his importance is to this team. He is willing to play that role for the betterment of the group. And I think when you look back, as there's his brother playing in the crowd, and he's been fun to watch him throughout the tournament. His just joyous, big smile as his brother goes on to win a World Cup. When people think about not just what they did, but how they did it. And this team will be remembered for so many years about just how dominant they were. Think back to that opening day where they drew against Cape Verde. Scoreless draw, you asked me. Are you worried about Spain? I wasn't. But they know they were going to go and win in this dominant fashion.
There are now in history of the men's World Cup 5 teenagers who have won the World Cup while playing in the final, and 2 of them are on this Spanish team. Lamine Yamal and Pau Garcia, as you saw earlier, received the award for the best young player of the tournament. And Luis de la Fuente is the great example, as his predecessor's World Cup winning coach was Lionel Scaloni of the Federation Man. He was the youth national team coach. He didn't coach a high-profile club. He wasn't a big star manager. He has done nothing but win, and he becomes now a at the age of 65, the oldest coach to win the FIFA World Cup.
He said it best in his post-match interview. He said, this is becoming, we've won at every level now. They win at youth national team levels. He manages his team at U21s, then gets the senior job, and the most important one of all, he is now the World Cup champion as well.
And here comes Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante, better known as Rodri, better known as Golden Ball winner for most outstanding player at this World Cup. 4 Ballon d'Or winners, World Player of the Year, either side of a torn ACL. And a man who has done so many things, and really a guy that makes being a defensive midfielder cool, because he wins the most outstanding player of the tournament, not by scoring and assisting and doing all these things, but by doing all the other things. And now he will things, but by doing all the other things. And now it will be the job of Rodri, with his teammates behind him. They've been together for the better part of 2 months now, here in North America. And they travel from Atlanta to Guadalajara to LA to Dallas and here in New Jersey. One final act in this incredible summer of soccer for Rodri to lift the trophy, for the celebrations to begin both here and overseas. And when Rodri's ready, here we go. Spain have won the World Cup. For those of us that have felt it is 3 times, for those of us who go back to 2015 in Canada, what blessing it is to be a part of these moments.